Bum 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 dum dum dum
Hey everybody, today we're going to be working on a VT class cruiser created by me. So, today we're going to work on the cockpit, a little bit on the back, and a couple of areas here and there. Such as vents, so on and so forth. Yeah, easy peasy stuff. Now, first off, again, we need super glue. You know, it works on ceramic, leather, rubber, wood, all this good stuff, and well, anyways, you just twist that, get it all ready, and then you twist it the opposite direction, and you're ready for the glue. Now, time for parts. Now, if I look around here, I have older model kits that I was working on, and that part is rubber. Rubber is not good with paint, spray paint, or anything, so don't use rubber. This was my old model, and my old model has some issues. Darn it. Anyways, it has some issues. So, I made a larger version, a larger, better version of what it was, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So, with this super glue now, these are going to be my parts. This is just filled with little pieces of what computers have inside them. This is in fact a old color packet you get for a printer, and there's an old aircraft carrier piece on there as well. Here is a battery lid that I'm going to be using, maybe. I don't know, I don't like the open part on it. Then you have just more computer parts, though it is a smaller model, so I don't think I'm going to be using it. And this piece right here, this piece right here is from an old airplane model kit. This is also from the aircraft carrier, but I used a bandsaw. This is from an old computer disk drive, and I just added stuff on it already that I'm going to be taking off and probably be using for the VT class cruiser that I'm working on. It's just a fun little thing to work on, and I got a comment saying, you know, hey, you're doing a good job, maybe you can go ahead and just keep on working on it like this. So I was like, well, alright. You know, I got views, like 159 views in the first one, and then it got lower and lower the more I went on. So, just a second. There we go. The more I made these videos, the less people watched them. So I was thinking, well, I'll just do another one, see what people think, and if I get views on this, that's fine. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Really don't care about views or subscribers or comments or likes. I just do videos because I get bored or because my enthusiasm is high today. So, and I was about to say so, but I want to point something out to people. When you're gluing things on wood, make sure you're doing it great. Don't use super glue.
I meant to say hot glue.
Super
Don't
glue
use
is
hot
great
glue.
on wood. However, it is not great on metal. So right away, you know, you put a metal piece on wood, the glue is going to stick to the wood. But the metal piece, you know, it contracts and it expands due to hot and cold weather, and it doesn't work right. And another thing I want to point out to you guys, to anybody who's here watching this, don't mind what people say about your model kits. Here's the thing. When I make drawings or when I build model kits, people go, well, that looks awesome. You know, that looks really cool. However, you know, what does this do? What does that do? It's never the question of why. It's always the question of why not? You know, And that's all you have to worry about. Now, you know, that's gluing. I'm going to do some other things for gluing, but nothing too serious. But yeah, just don't worry about what other people say about that kind of stuff. Just be okay with what you have, and if you're okay with what you have, that's great. You know, it's the whole point of model kit building, or kit bashing anyways. Model kit building, you know, you just have to build it however the directions say. But when it comes to kit bash, grab pieces of garbage, grab old disk drives that I used, or so on and so forth. You know, it doesn't matter what you use. So, all right. After that back is done, we now want to work on the bridge. What are we going to use for the bridge? Well, there's this old plane part that I just showed you, and I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be using it, but I have an idea that I might use it because it's kind of hollow, and I don't want to use some just random average clear plastic part. I want to put an actual roof onto this thing, and that's my soldering gun utensil right there, but I use it for model kits and painting, and it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty towards model kits. It makes it look like it's literally being worked on by some small little guy. Anyways, that's the part I'm going to be using for the top. Either that way or the other way, depending on which one it looks, you know, which part looks good. And I'm going to be sticking it on like so. So now it's all about the process. I think I'm going to cut off the back, twist those wing things, and yeah, there we go. See, I did it. This is all pre-recorded. No, post-recorded. Anyways, so that's what I did. And I think it looks good, but I'm going to work on it a little bit more in order to show you just what it could look like. Also, this is it in scale to these little characters. These characters about, let's say each of them are an average of 6 feet. They're all 6 feet. And that would be the size of this this VT class cruiser. So, that is what I'm going to be working on in just a tad bit of a moment. Oh, also, there's a hollow piece inside there. You know, I don't want my people to be sucked out into space. I'm going to show you right here. There we go. See? Look at that. Disgusting. I'm going to have to do something about that. By putting an old aircraft carrier piece on there that looks like a grading system. Perfect. Needs to be perfect. I also want to show you, so I'm going to move this camera. There we go. There we go. I'm not basing this starship off from anything. I just thought about it and was like, well, I'll make it like this. And then I ripped off the glue, which is a horrible thing you shouldn't do at all, because then it won't glue properly. But, whatever. My model kit, I mess up. Never... Yeah, that's the thing. Never mess up or never rip off something you're already gluing. It won't glue right if you just try to stick it somewhere else with the excess glue it already has. It just doesn't work right. And I'm going to work on that. I want a little more tubes around, but at the moment, So, that's it. I'm so bad at this. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Ta-ta.